Hi, good morning. It's bank holiday weekend, I think, but for the next 3 days I'm going to be doing a walk that's literally on my doorstep. I've just got the bus to the start point and it's called the Wyre Way. It's a 45-mile recognised long distance walk, but not walked that often. And basically the first day means me walking around the Wyre estuary, quite urbanised, till I get to Fleetwood. Then I get the ferry across, which takes me across the other side, and then I basically come back to the start point, which is Shard Bridge, and then we start moving towards the Forest of Bowland. So it's about a 45 mile walk. Not walked that often, not that well marked, but we'll give it a go, and it's on the doorstep. So let's get this walk done and dusted, as they say. As I mentioned, it's a recognised walk, but I've not seen that many people do this walk. First day basically takes me through Thornton up to Fleetwood and get the ferry across the other side of the estuary. Then we come back basically to the start point, and from there we start moving towards through Garstang and then into the hills, and we finish up near Abbystead Reservoir, which is in the Forest of Bowland. So all in all, about a 45-mile walk. I'm going to be wild camping, but it's going to be stealth wild camping, I think, because it is like in an urbanised areas the first day and a half. So we'll just take it as it comes. There are a couple of campsites which are a couple of miles off the route, but one of them wanted £22 just for me to come with a hiking tent. Obviously we're in the northwest Blackpool area and it is holiday season, so I ain't paying 22 quid just to pitch up late at night. Okay, so I'm going to be wild camping. Anyway, let's get this walk underway. So we started over there at Shard Bridge and we've moved our way around the estuary, and basically we just keep following it all the way, go through basically onto the promenade round, and then get into Fleetwood. Get a little ferry across the estuary and basically come back on the far bank literally to the start point again. So that's the first loop, and then we do a straight run through Garstang up to Trough of Bowland, where we get to Abbystead Reservoir, where we kind of do another loop as well. But it's not marked, it's just, I'm just following finger posts like this, but they're just public rights of way. They don't actually, nothing's marked Wyre Way anyway, with nothing I've seen, so we'll just keep going. So we'll leave the estuary for a bit now, start to pick up these well overgrown footpaths. This will take us through Thornton and Cleveley's up to the area of Fleetwood. But you can only just be just outside where you live, and you could be in the middle of nowhere, couldn't you? It's lovely. Just moving alongside now Wyre Country Park. I think that's what it's called. Quite busy, lots of people. I think it's a campsite, or there's some holiday accommodation there as well. But again, we're just still walking along adjacent to the estuary. So all in all, lovely walk so far. think that's Fleetwood there. We've got to walk through a bit of urbanised area, and what we've got to do from Fleetwood to Knott's End, I think it's called, or Knotty End, I'll tell you later, is get a little ferry. Yeah, these ferries run till about 5 o'clock, and I think it's every half hour. It costs about £2. But it's the only crossing point from Shard Bridge, which is obviously 5 miles that way. But we're going to cut through a bit of the town now, into Fleetwood itself, and get on the far side, and then we come into Fleetwood along the promenade. But I'm looking forward to getting that ferry. Hopefully you can hear me, just coming into Fleetwood now. Across the water there, little zoom in, you won't be able to make them out. But that's the hills of the Lake District. So it's a beautiful sunny day, very windy, very salty lips. We're now in into Fleetwood. I get something to eat before we get the ferry across to Knott's End. We've had the compulsory chips and curry, chips right at the seaside. I only live 10 miles from here, so it's lovely just to come out to these places that I've not been to since I've moved. We're now just moving through Fleetwood really. Look at it, what's that? And then we're going to try and find this ferry. Lake District over there. Right, we're off the ferry now. We're at Knott End on Sea, and basically we're right at the top of the estuary. There's the ferry going back there. We're going to push through, I think, Knott End golf course now. And basically we're just moving back down the other side of the estuary. And that's the first big loop completed, heading towards again Shard Bridge. And as I said this morning, that's the first loop then complete. We're going past the golf course now. Again, there's no signs, so I'm just kind of winging it, but it's beautiful. And let's keep going. Coming up to 11.6 miles, and on this side of the estuary, the only other little built up area that I could see is a place called Hamilton, which I've been through a few times when I was bike training for the jog. And because I'm stealthily wild camping tonight, we're not on the top of any mad hills anywhere. It's going to be near the urban areas. I need to be quite careful. So, you know, I don't want to be blasting the miles out because it's only a 45-mile walk. So I'm going to stop, I think, soon and listen to the football and just chill out in the sun for a bit. Because last night's 8:15 and I really want to be getting to a camp spot at that time. Alright then, but it's a lovely little area where I am now. But again, there's no signposts everywhere, so we're just having to use the map, which is on my phone because I wasn't carrying a map for this. Alright then, see you in a bit. Now we're going back through Knott End Golf Course, which, despite this flatness of this whole area of this part of Blackpool, Fleetwood, it's quite a hilly little course. Well, it looked it anyway. So I'll have a look at that online when I get home. Let's keep going to find somewhere suitable to chill out, have a brew and that, I think. Heading this way across the marshes, just the distance there, you won't be able to make it out. It's Blackpool Tower. So I've still not found anywhere for a brew yet, but we're going across these marshes now. Just taking 5 now on a little walk. It's gone very warm. Listen to the football, listen to the first half, then we'll push on because I need to find some water. But it's super warm. Got a lovely afternoon. Doubt you'll be able to make them out, but the hills in the far distance, Forest of Bowland. Since I stopped off and had a cup of coffee, we've basically been following this road. The estuary's to our right. You might be able to see it through them fields glistening, but we're just a bit of road walking for now. Right, I'm in Hambleton now. It's about 5:30. What time? Yeah, about 5:30. So I'm going to have a pint. Got about 17 miles and work out where we're going to stay tonight. But it's a bit early yet, but I don't want to sit in the pub too long. So we'll make a plan up. It's a lovely evening. Across the estuary there. That's where we walked up this morning, and further on down there is the start point. So it's getting up to about 6 o'clock now, and obviously it's going to be a bit of a stealth wild camping. I'm not too sure where to go or what to do, but I think I'll push past Shards Bridge and see where I end up. Alright then, but it's a beautiful evening, look at it, swimming off the water. I've been in this field now for an hour. It's come to 7:30. Got a beautiful sunset behind me. The football, this is where I am. There's a farm up there about 5 fields away, but it's well out the way. This field has obviously been left to grow, so the chances of anyone being here are very slight. The path is over there, but I won't call it a path. The Wyre Way is a Wyre Way, whatever you want to call it. It's not marked. It's on the map, but most of it that I've come across since I've come around the estuary is just overgrown nettles, so it's a nightmare really. But we are where we are. That's where I want to get my tent in, and there's a bit of flat grass here, away from everywhere. Just tucked in, so I'm going to listen to the football. Well, got 6:06 on now. 7:30, last light's 8:15. Give it about 20 minutes, I'll get my tent up. Nice evening, just listen to a bit of the radio, get this bad boy cooked, and then have a brew, and then I think we'll watch a film and get some sleep. But in my night clothes, all happy as Larry. Good morning to what's a glorious morning, which should have been day 2 of my walk. Well, the logistics mean I'm going to have to call it a day. Not today, but tomorrow's bank holiday. And just checking on the bus timings, I've got to do about 4 buses to get home, and 2 of them aren't running due to be a bank holiday and I think local issues. So I don't want to get stranded tomorrow. So I'm going to head back towards Shards Bridge where I started yesterday, and hopefully pick up transport from there, get back home. I'd love to have cracked on, it's a beautiful day, but I don't want to get stuck somewhere tomorrow and not be in a position really to get home, because I can't get a lift of anyone. I'm having to use public transport. So unfortunately, at least we got around. Unfortunately, we got a lovely walk yesterday. We got around the estuary. This is here. So I think this will be a day walk in days to come. Slightly disappointed, but I don't want to be somewhere tomorrow or Monday. Yeah, tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the middle of Trough of Bowland, not being able to get home. So unfortunately, that's it. So it was a nice walk yesterday. All right then, cheers, thanks for watching.